Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another one today. We're doing all palette talk today, and we are going to do an ode to my green eyeshadow palettes. Tomorrow's going to be St. Patrick's Day, and just want to talk about my green palettes. So if that sounds good to you, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. First of all, how are you all today? I hope you're well. I'm really excited because I love talking about my eyeshadow palettes. They are just some of my favorite things. And I just wanted to talk about the green ones. I probably did some of this last year. Now, these aren't all like in your face greens, but these are a mixture. We've got some monochromatic. We've got some shades that have some really nice grungy greens. So I just wanted to talk about all of those today. And I have 12 palettes to share with you. Some are new, some are old. It's going to be a nice mix. And hopefully, if you have any of these palettes, it will encourage you to pull them out and give them a whirl. All right. No, not a whirl, but you know what I'm saying. Use them. All right, we are gonna start this off with a palette from one of my students. Now, I haven't used this yet, but my student Jazzy gave me this palette for Christmas. I am not familiar with this brand, but the brand is Lorella, and this is the Currency palette, so you know it's going to be all green, and that's exactly what it is. So I'm gonna have to do some looks with this Jazzy. I have not forgotten you. Don't worry. Look at this palette. Currency is the perfect name for this one, and the colors are actually really, really cute. So I cannot wait to see how these shadows perform. You can do like some neon bright looks, you can do some neutral looks, and you can do like some like green looks, you know what I mean, like leprechaun green, like this shade right here. So I'm really excited to try this one out. And Jazzy, thank you again for thinking about me for Christmas. See, my kids know me, they be knowing. And I think this is really cute. I really like this shade Moolah right here, this like neon one. So I'm excited to try this one out. I'm gonna have to do a get ready with me for this palette really, really soon, because I do see some really cute looks coming from this one. So thank you again, girl. See, fourth graders, they're different from second graders. Fourth graders, like, they know me. All right. Palette number 2 is an oldie but goodie, because this brand, I don't know, they're just not the same. BH Cosmetics, this is the Pistachio palette, and this was part of their Sweet Shops collection. And if you like monochromatic palettes, you probably loved this collection when it came out. And I did not purchase this. Oh, that's somebody called me from outside. I did not purchase this when it first came out. I don't think I was even doing makeup, but then when they had the restock, I did purchase Pistachio, and this one is great, y'all. Like, I don't know what BH Cosmetics is like now. Let me know if you've tried them since they've been under Makeup Revolution, because I just don't know. But there's some really great shades here, and let me just show you up close. What I just love about this palette is just the light shades to the deep shades. Like, it's just that gradient, and I just feel like this is every type of green that you need. Like, it really is. Like, you have this cone or cup, like this really deep green here. Crunch is, let me just see if this swatch is nice, because, oh yeah, it's still good. You know, because what is the shelf life? I don't know, but okay, the shelf life is too hard for me to read. But, you know, I gotta make sure these are still good, and they are. So let me know. I can't swatch the whole thing. I'm gonna have to revisit. But like, look at that shade Nutty right here. Oh, speaking of Pistachio, is anybody getting the new Kayali Yummy Pistachio? I have been hearing like mixed reviews that it's not like a gourmand fragrance, that it smells kind of soapy at first and then settles down. That's sad. But no one said it smelled bad, though. I didn't hear anybody say it smelled bad, but I don't think we can smell like the marshmallow and the whip shades. Let me know if you're thinking about that one, because I was thinking about it. I really wanted to try it out. It will go perfect. Anyway, this was a great palette. The whole line was actually really nice. The Sweet Shops, yes. I will probably continue to hold on to those, because I think it was a really cute collection. Let me know if y'all tried the new BH. Now, palette number 3 is a handy dandy little quad I have from Copacetic Cosmetics. It's the only quad I have from them, and it's called the Splunking Quad. And I love this. I talked about this in my declutter video because there's a really unique shade right here. And I thought it was called Glowworms, but I think it's called, no, it is called Glowworms. That's what it's called. Okay, this is what it looks like up front. And anytime I have a chance, this is getting swatched, I'm sorry. Like, because this reminds me, y'all, I just feel like this is one of the most unique shades I own, period. But it reminds me a bit of, because I don't know if they still have this quad. It reminds me a bit of the cream shade Dragonfly by Sydney Grace. That's exactly what this reminds me of. Look at that shift. Like, this is awesome and amazing. But I really like this quad a lot. I mean, ooh, let's look at Descent. The reason that I got thrown off with the shades, by the way, let me just show you. If the shades are inverted, this Glowworm shade would be the one that I think it is, right? But then this shade here would actually be this shade, which is Light Stick, which this can't be Light Stick, right? That doesn't make sense. This would be Light Stick and this would be Descent, which makes me think that this is Uncharted and this one is Glowworms, but this one doesn't make any sense. Sorry. In my mind, it will forever be Glowworms. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look at it. All right, move on. Let's have a gander at palette number 4, which is Smoke Sessions by Melt Cosmetics. Now, I want to say I did revamp some shades here, but they probably look like the originals, but you can tell ones that I revamped because they're sloppy. I probably revamped Black Widow. Did I? Oh, I did. I can already tell by the swatch. I revamped Black Widow. I have a video of that too. Yes, I have a video of me revamping shades that I don't like. So, you know, I'm sorry, I just can't. I'm too old for things to be subpar. So I did take this shade from somewhere else and revamp Black Widow. Black Widow's the only one. You know, I can tell by the embossing. Actually, no. I definitely think it was just Black Widow. It might have been this one. I'm gonna have to go back and look in the video, but beautiful. I mean, I really like that you have, and you know, I probably should use this soon because my go-to are these grungy shades and never these minty ones, but I love the contrast of the grungy and the minty. This is the melt that I need back with the Amore Mariposa's quality. Look at this color story, y'all. This is a treasure. This is a gem, a gem. Now let's stick with Melt Cosmetics for palette number 5. Which is the 420 palette. I thought about this because my friend Jamie over I'm Jamila just bought this palette, and her whole rationale was she has a habit of liking palettes that everyone hates. So she bought this palette. Ooh, Jamie, we should collab and try to do some looks with this. Bring it back. And maybe just determine, is it really that bad? Now, what I will say is this is a palette I took a shade out of, and it was, which one was it? It might have been 2. Might have been 2 because there were, I can't remember, y'all, but I just got to do what I got to do. This shade Shatter, I know this one was trash. Like, there was a matte in this palette that just kept blending away and blending away, and it was making me so mad. And then this one, I'm not really sure, but we can still collab even though we did something different, or even though my palette's different. Maybe that's a downside to revamping palettes, but this color story is too good to not use. So I think I really got rid of one of the greener shades, but it's staying on the list because we still have kind of these pukey greens here. I don't know what you call them. Spring greens, maybe. This is a great, great color story. So you can see, like, this one looks kind of different. I know I did something. I want to say these 2 shades. But at this point, this palette should be workable for me. Yeah, it really should be. I want to pull this out. You know, the disappointing thing about this one with Melt and their mattes is that the mattes, to me, are usually was good. And the shimmers are the ones that are, like, iffy. So them having this palette, which I got after the trash reviews as well, Jamie, it wasn't just you. I did it too. I was like, what? This color story is too good to not have. I am very curious about how I will like this palette now that I have done some revamping. I just can't imagine these shades don't perform well. I just can't imagine it. I mean, this color story is too good. It's too good to not use. Let me know if you have 420 and if you still dislike it or like it. Let me know. I need this melt back. I really do. I need this melt back, the Mary Jane melt back, sans the bad shimmers. Like, oh, melt, come on. Oh, I also need the rectangular pans back. I need those back. I can't compromise on that melt. I need the rectangular pans. Don't know why we made that switch. Switch back. I'm telling you, you can go from round to square. I'm good with that. But square to round, it's just not practical for me. Like, it just hits different in every brand. Menagerie, their Flight Club palette. Secretly, if they had it in square pans, I might have still been swayed to get that palette. It's almost swayed. Enduring Love by Sydney Grace. Sydney, why? Put Enduring Love back into the square pans, please. Please. It's like, I need the square pans back. Square or rectangle. You cannot go to round from that. Let me know if you feel the same. Or let me know if this is just a lot. All right, moving on. Palette number 6 is new to my collection. This is the Inspired palette by Adept Cosmetics. Ooh, we've got some beautiful greens in this palette. And we've got just some nice things going on here. This palette has all of the Adept shimmers that I like. We've got some different mattes in the palette and more mattes. Usually they only have 2 in their palette. So this one just gives a lot more options. And a lot of these you can see are like those duochromes, all the chromes. I'm into this palette. I made some really beautiful looks. In particular, like these 4 shades right here are just gorgeous. Let me know if you have the Inspired palette and what you're thinking. Ooh, and let me know your speculations about the Mermaid palette color story, because I am definitely curious about that. You know what I won't be curious about though? Any more mystery boxes. Nope. Not me. I will not. It will not be me. I will not be had. Look at these greens, y'all. This one's not a green, but it's so pretty. Oh my God. Yeah, I won't be had. Okay, I love this palette though. And I still love Adept. I'm giving them a hard time though about the mystery box. Number 7, I cannot do a green palette video without mentioning the child. However, let's do some swatching. Okay. Oh my God, y'all. Why did that? Please respect my privacy at this time. Why did that just happen? Why? Okay. Oh my God, no. Like it totally just fell out. What is this? Precious cargo. Let me just press it back in. I don't even know how that happened. It's all right. But all right, let's do a little bit of swatching real fast. Let me not cry over spilled eyeshadow. I'm really curious to see if I still feel the same about this palette, because I don't want to just keep it so I can say the child, because I can still say that because I have my ears and a whole bunch of other things. So we have the Force. You just got to swatch a few shades and just see. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's do right hand Mando. Let's just see what we're thinking here. Let's see. I mean, it's a good palette. Let's do the one that broke. Precious Cargo. Oh, this one's nice, actually. Okay. However, okay, this is Notoriously Morbid Mothman, y'all. In case y'all were like, what are all these other swatches? I was trying to take a picture and do a boomerang, but Instagram is being stupid, not letting me pull up my keyboard to say what palette it is. So that's dumb. So I'm trying to leave it on for a second. So here's the deal. I think that this palette is average at best, but I just still don't think I can get rid of it at this time. I really did like this palette a lot, but you know, as I continue to explore different eyeshadows, I'm seeing like which formulas I like versus which ones are okay versus ones that I don't like. So I'm not saying I don't like this. Let me just be careful. I'm so sorry. I can't believe that shade fell out like that. And it fell all the way to the floor and it stayed intact for the most part. All right, palette number 8 is another one that's fairly new. This is not green per se, but it kind of is. This is the Croc palette from Copacetic Cosmetics. I mean, technically there's like 2 greeny shades. I love this palette, y'all. And I'm so happy that they're making it permanent. And maybe they will, actually, I'm sorry, this is green too. Let me take that back. Let me take all of that back because we have 1, 2, 3. See, these duochromes kind of throw me off. Hoping that they do come back with the smaller pans. I just know that many of us are interested in the smaller pan size. Look at that. That's ridiculous, okay? That's Death Roll. Snappers, another really good. I mean, I just can't. Cold-blooded. Let me know if y'all have bought any of the new Clarity palettes. So I did not purchase there was a chocolate palette that came back. There was a safari palette, which I just couldn't get with the color story. And then there was the bridal party palette. Let me know if you got that one, but I didn't purchase it. You know, I'm trying to be careful with the palettes. So let me know, but I think the Croc palette is a really lovely palette, very lovely. And it's actually, I was about to lie and say it's the first Clarity palette that I've tried, but it's the second one. No, you may take a shower. Why? Because I'm not cleaning out the tub right now. I'm not. I'm so sorry. Wait a minute.
Do you even have any shorts?
Shorts? What do you need shorts for?
I'm hot.
I think I said that was palette 8. Because that's what it was. Palette number 9 is the Loki palette from Notoriously Morbid. I don't know. You have to ask him. Look at that. I love this palette. They can bring this one back. This shade right here, Glorious Purpose. It's all you need in life. Seriously, all you need. Look at that. That is all we need. Kind of similar in a way to the Glowworm shade. It's got more of a icy pinky vibe there. But yeah, this one was great. And you know how Notoriously Morbid rolls. Like once their palettes are gone, that's a wrap. But I really like this one. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish this and then I'll be out. August, close it.
Destroy.
This is a great palette. I love it. Bring this one back. Come on, do it. Palette number 10 is the Snake palette from Tammy Tenuka. This is the mini one, which I enjoy a mini size. I should probably have all my palettes in this size. I feel like August is about to come back here with his foolery.
Mom.
Hi, Marky.
Can I put my phone up?
So right now I'm doing my video and then I will come out, okay? In like 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes?
In 5 minutes I'll be out. Nope. In 5
you
minutes I'll be out. I'm not yelling. You yelled at me.
me.
So I'll be right back.
Can you play with me? I just said you play with me.
Can you play with them? Because I don't ask for much. I ask for 15 minutes. Now, these don't have shade names, but...
Your door's not working.
It's working.
It can't lock.
It can. It's nice. This one right here. Look at this. Look at that. That's just insane right there. That's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of room. Great palette. I know we can't purchase from her at this time, and that's all right. We have 2 palettes left. Let us go with another BH Cosmetics palette, and this is Avocado Toast. This is Avocado Toast, and even though it's not truly green, it is a green based kind of palette, and the shimmers in this palette are really nice. Like BH Cosmetics was doing the thing. They really were. So it's just kind of sad, you know, what happened. Here's Green Juice. Green Juice was nice. We've got the shade Extra. I mean, and it's still swatching very nicely. We have the shade Highs. Swatching these is way different than swatching like the Clarity ones and the Tammy ones though. Like clear difference. But yeah, this is more like, I feel like it was a little bit better than the ColourPop ones. Something to note. But I still think Avocado Toast was a really nice palette. That one, Blueberry Muffin, those were really great palettes. And that's why I still have those two and my Sweet Shops. And we're gonna round up this video with none other than Sydney Grace, the Mountain Trail palette. Now this is for those of us who love the grungy greens, and I will say, let me get the child real fast. I don't wanna say that this could take the place of the child. Let me hold in this shade. But I also do want to say that it could probably take the place of the child. Don't y'all see it? I mean, there's not like the gold in the child, but for the most, actually, I don't know, because you have this baby face shade, but this green here is not one I'm always going to wear, but these are ones that I always really like. And this one here like has a lot of depth in it that I really like. And I just love the Sydney Grace shimmers. They're just really foil. You know, Sydney Grace doesn't have a whole lot of formulations, but what they do have is just amazingly done. It's just excellent, and it's top quality. Like swatching one of these shimmers to me next to the ColourPop ones. Okay, this isn't probably a good example, but I don't know. These to me just look kind of faint, where these are more opaque, and they're just stronger shimmers. I don't know how else to explain it. The shimmers are just really strong. I mean, and you've probably seen that in other Sydney Grace videos that I've done. So I don't know. The ColourPop ones are looking a little lackluster to me right now, sitting here swatching all this. But that's going to be it. I really like Mountain Trail. And what I do like about this one, I don't know if I said it, but this is just easy. You know, you're not going to have a extreme variety, but you have a little bit. You have a little variation in here. And I like that about this palette. This shade Wildlife, really nice, kind of a, I don't know, like a mossy, kind of browny green, any type of grungy things like that I really like. But I see someone being able to wear this palette during the day and at night, which is kind of cool because you can't do that with every palette. But I love that kind of green like that. It reminds me of, what does this remind me of? Their shade Bravo, the single. Anyway, that's gonna be it for my green palettes. I was thinking I had way more. Maybe since I declutter, I don't have as many. I was thinking about putting the Flora Story palette on from Odin's Eye. Let me just grab that. Let's see if it deserves a spot. I haven't used it yet, so maybe not. Hold on. I haven't even swatched it yet, so I'm not going to swatch anything on it. I haven't used it, but I didn't want to put it on here because I just didn't want to get thrown off by the green packaging. You know what I mean? Because when I look at this, well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 green shades here. So maybe this can be an honorary mention. I can't really speak too much on this palette as of yet, just because I haven't used it. But it's like 50%, you know, green. So I think this could go. This could go on the list as an honorary mention. So that'll be my last one. Let me know if you've tried the Flora Story palette already and how you like it. I do have a video up with Sea Talk, but it's like I'm taking my time, going slow as molasses, getting the rest of the collection up. Well, that's all I bought. I didn't buy the other one. But that's going to be it, you guys. I don't know if y'all do anything for St. Patrick's Day, so let me know. I'm actually gonna be out of town. I'm excited to have a good time, y'all. I'm excited to just have a little bit of time, a little girls weekend with Dr. Ash and meet her in person, and I am very, 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 very excited about that. So I will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day with her, and I'm so excited, Ash. Yes. All right, thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one today. I hope this was therapy for you. You know it always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.